my name is Hannah Downey. I am the Communications and Content Officer for Scottish Rural Network. Home for me is Northern Ireland. I moved across to Scotland to go to university about 10 years ago, met my partner and settled and never wanted to leave. I've always had a love affair with the country and it's great outdoors, so here is where I am. I first joined the Scottish Rural Network just over a year ago as a Communications and Events Support Officer, but most recently that has evolved into doing a little bit more policy work with them as well as my communications role. So that's a lot of stakeholder engagement with anyone that has an interest in rural Scotland or works, lives, breathes there. So yeah, it's very multifaceted, but definitely my favourite part of my job is the community engagement that I get out of it with people in rural communities. I think comparing rural Scotland to rural Northern Ireland, I think the community, there's a really similar culture between the two in terms of that community feel and how resilient communities are out here. So for us at Scottish Rural Network, two of the big commitments that we've got this year are going to be surrounding depopulation, youth engagement. There's the Scottish Rural Parliament that's happening this year, and we really want young people's voices to be heard at that in any way that we can, but also not just at that Parliament. They need to be engaged at all policy levels from here on out. So yeah, that's going to be a big focus for us, is trying to maximise that, make young people feel like they've got that voice. I think whenever something like the Rural Youth Project, your goals are so clear and so important. And from a Scottish Rural Network / Scottish Government perspective, I feel like the work that the Rural Youth Project does can help us deliver against so many different outcomes like depopulation. But also, I just think, as a young person myself, I'm just about still in the age bracket. A lot of the time we feel like our democratic voice goes ignored. So I think the Rural Youth Project is equipping young people in rural communities with the tools that they need to engage more with policymakers. And not just that, but to engage more with their local communities and help them almost carve out a niche for themselves where they feel comfortable in their rural communities and they don't feel like they need to leave and go to more urban environments to find work or opportunities. So I think that's going to be the legacy of the Rural Youth Project, is sort of reversing that trend of losing young people from our rural communities. We're really committed this year to making sure that the Rural Youth Project is as fed into the policies that are happening in Scottish Government as possible, and that's going to be a big part of my focus and my work streams going forward. We're also really excited to be a part of the Rural Youth Ideas Festival this year. We were partners in it last year as well. We provided some lovely coffee cups as well as other support. But this year we would love to be more involved and help, maybe deliver some sort of a workshop. But that's all to be decided. But yeah, we'd be keen to be as involved as possible and provide as much support as we can. From a personal perspective, the last festival I was only able to attend the first day, and it was one of my great disappointments of November, was that I wasn't able to stay for the rest of the weekend, because just the energy that was in the room, everybody that was there, there was a real, palpable, sort of tangible, everyone felt really, it just felt really exciting. It was a really exciting place to be, and it echoed the first Rural Youth Ideas Festival that I attended. Just really great positive thinking. There's always a risk with these kind of events that you get everybody together in a room, and rather than coming up with solutions to their problems, they focus on the negatives and the things that they think are bad about living in rural communities. But I haven't seen any evidence of that at either event, which I think is incredibly positive.